Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show. And I've got a gentleman with me tonight. I'm going to introduce him, John Cook. John?
Hey, Steve.
Glad to have you over here with me, bud. John done me a big favor here a week or so ago, and I'm trying to return the favor to him. John's officer in the Blue Ridge Bassmasters over here in Oak Ridge and surrounding area, and he filmed the Milton Hill, King of the Hill weigh-in for me and interviewed some of the participants and this, that, and the other, got the winners. And so we're going to have about 20 minutes of tape here in just a little bit. But, John, before I get to that, I've got 2 or 3 things I've got to make announcements on, and we're going to turn it over to you because you've done the filming and interviews, and I want you to, you can commentate on that after we watch the film and see what comes up.
Okay, that'll be fine.
That'd be fine. You won't be mad at me for that, will you?
Not today.
All right. Good deal. John's a good guy. I really like John. I've known him now 4 or 5 years, and he and I have had several things to do and got together and own things. So I'm glad to have John over here finally, just tell you the truth about it. Let me get to this right here. I want to say hello to my dad and happy birthday. Last Tuesday was Dad's birthday, the 8th. He's 78 years old, and I want to say hello to Polly and Bill up in Clinton, and also to my baby sister, Melissa. Today's her birthday, and I want to wish her a happy birthday also. That pretty much sums up what I've got, and so we're going to, John, you got anything you want to mention before we get to the film?
Nope, just let's look at some fish.
All right, we're going to show you some fish, folks, and, it's King of the Hill over Milton Hill. Go ahead and run the film, Herschel.
We was up in 2 years and down in our park. We got people one day, hadn't caught nothing all day, and all of a sudden he goes, "Hey, we start realizing that ain't bad." He got, I don't know what it is. By the time he got up there, everything went. Sometimes that big old 8-mile road.
He's moving very well, though, isn't he? $2.79 for lunker. Go ahead and give me the rest of it. Some of them pretty close, wasn't they? I was looking at them. Yeah. They were real close. Yeah, they were close enough. I could see that. 796. 7. Anything bigger than about 3 pounds? Anything bigger than 2 something? 2.7. They're all dead.
All dead. Tell you what, they may come out freeze to death.
Be good fish. $6.98. Okay. Get lens?
I reckon.
What, we may weigh that more. No, we'll wait. You got one more? I'll dump them back in.
I know it, I'll fish. They killed that milk first time. They killed this late.
$7.96. We'll wait anyway. What's the worst going to happen? Get the picture.
It'll come back, and that milfoil gets fully grown and settled down.
234 lunker.
11. Yeah, I see.
Okay. Can I put you out?
Be down here next Thursday. And you take care of them.
Do what?
Be down here next Thursday and you'll take care of them.
That's it? Maybe it might be a little bit.
Yeah, it's 12 inches long.
501.
I caught 20
I swear to God, I think you boys are just taking them out there and swapping them. Because they all look just like everybody's got about the same time. Yeah. Or could not find the fifth. 566. Hazel and over. You got a big one? Okay, here you go. Just tell you what, I'll hold the bag open and you can dump them down there. Yep. 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 Yep.
House type for 279.
That's a nice bag right there.
2796.
No, nice I thought it was. 772. An excellent. Got one pretty good size on there? Got one more about almost 3 pounds?
Yeah, I know. He's got to get the word.
Go ahead. Just keep looking at me and I'll look at it. We'll tell you that one. That one was. It's all right. We're good. I'll talk to you about it. I was looking for one bigger than 3 pounds.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 114.
Oh, no, they're fine. They're fine. No, I can pretty much. If you put one in there that's pretty short, I'll know. And survey says. Yeah. Stop. Well. 815. About a little less than 3 pounds. What's
Biddle and Taylor?
Yeah. Make it brown. Okay, hold on. Okay, whoa, okay, hold on. Let me put this down for a second. Hold on. Man, what a fish! Get it. Hold on. 290. Hold on, man. I got to put him down in the bag now. That fish looks heavier than that. Yeah. I think he's colored different than the others are. He's a long one, ain't he? Yeah, he is. I think they're about 18¼ inches long. Okay, give me this. Make it all day. Patterson did. Had to take him on. Yep. This bag is heavier than the rest of them. Oh yeah. 1023.
Oh, yeah. 10, 20.
Oh, there you are. 2. He both them 2.
One for each fish.
Pick up the fish, and I know it's been rough on you.
Tomorrow's on already.
Huh?
Tomorrow will be the rough day.
Better than we did. We didn't get fish.
Had a bunch of them.
322. Remember what your number is there? Anything for 3 pounds? No. Okay, load it.
I want to see what my big fish was. My buddy said it's 213.
Got it?
Huge. 279.
Yeah,
That's more like
there's
it.
a 290 this weight in somehow.
I keep calling me.
Very big,
I said, can you load your boat?
It's a lot. That thing was
Where you
about
at?
almost 19 inches on it, but that's all it weighed.
Yeah, it was a big
417.
What boat?
24. More.
What 24 more?
What about it? What you got? You got 30 weight?
What is that?
It's a 10-pound bag.
That's it.
Two spots below you
So what? 568.
Henley and Van Osdale?
Yeah. Can you pour it out? No. Don't pour any of the water out. You got a big fish.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going to happen? Pour lunker. 331. Okay, I need the rest of it.
We can't freaking count.
1044.
Scarborough.
Scarborough. Any bigger? No. Okay. Can I have it, please? 150. Yep.
Yeah.
2 fishes.
I can't.
3 fishes. You know, those fishes always look like. Yeah. Were they all caught out of the same spot? No. $352. 13. 13 will change. Griffith and Weir. I was wondering where y'all was at. Okay. $410. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. $674. Huh?
What boat?
Yeah. What's the last one?
Inman? Love Day in Inman?
What's the leading line?
331. 315.
Looks like about 18 to 18. I knew it was good for everyone. $677. Mr. Eubanks and Mr. King. Y'all were lucky enough to catch the exact same amount of fish. Each of y'all. And that's fourth place. I can't do anything about that. We usually do it by flip a coin. Is that all right with y'all?
Yeah.
Tell you what. Who wants to call it?
I'll take my call.
Heads up.
Only on head. I'll flip it, and I'm going to let it hit the ground. That way there's no catching it, no nothing.
So heads up.
Are you all right with that, Rocky?
Well, sure, yeah.
Okay. It's actually in the bottom of it.
You don't well show the bed right now. No, I don't like that, John. It didn't go on down.
Well, I didn't care really. I was just asking to be nice.
Get leaner.
But like I say, it's actually that it is in the bottom of your rules that we'd be done about 20 places at a time. Everybody, I want everybody to be happy as best I can. Okay. Fourth place. Could you come back behind me and double check this? You Banks and King. And also,
Really? We passed the 4. And you had 8 songs. I think that up rub it in. I'm glad you lost 3. You got me last time. You about did it to me.
Mr. Eubanks and Mr. King, $100. Ah, wait a minute. Time out. Money jumped out. 815. Higginbotham and Yexley. $190. Thank you, sir. Second place with 1023. Biddle and Taylor, $280. Second, hey, Winchester. Henley and Vanasdale, 1044. $445. I'll leave the both Lunker with 331. Henley and Vanasdale. Let me tell you something. It was neck and neck coming through this. We came in this morning with 4 people with 16 pounds. And Henley and Vanasdale with 1396, almost 14 pounds. They kicked their butt. With 24.4 in first place for King of the Hill money, Henley and Vanasdale. Weston Henley had, Overton and Hazel had 2388. Weston Henley had 2374. And Griffith and Griffith had 2075. Biddle and Taylor had 2244. Son, that is close. That's a heck of a year. Gentlemen, the prize for King of the Hill money, thanks to Ray Varner Ford and y'all putting y'all's money in, is $825.
All right.
I'll need to know who signed it. Or y'all can just take it and sign it out whenever you want to. It's filled out all but tonight. I need to see for all the winners, and I need to see the guys before that won that, and I need to see the people who won the prize pack, because we're going to do some video for Let's Go Fishing. From Edmore Outdoors of the fishing rod and reel they donated for the Big Fish tournament. It was a draw for everybody that had a lunker fish during this tournament. And that's about a $400 outfit. Want to thank Jimmy for giving it to us. It's really, really important that, you know, people realize that the private bait shops and stuff, what they do for the fishermen in the area. I appreciate that, Ryan. There's your partner, Mr. Zodi. Thank you. Jimmy Taylor. This is Donnie Biddle, Jimmy Taylor, second place for the King of the Hill tournament, the last one. Had 10:23, really close on the King of the Hill run, within about a pound and a half, I believe. And they was almost there, but I'd like to take them how much? Second place won $280, I believe. $280 second place. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for fishing. Hope to see you next year.
I will.
Oh, okay. Hold on a minute.
Come turn around.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You get the fish.
How about, hey, how's that look?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's it. Yeah.
See y'all later.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, whoa. You're not going anywhere. I he's got one of his swim baits. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
$150 swim. Okay, Chase and Michael Van Osdale. Yep. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
This is Chase Henley and Michael Van Osdale, winner of the King of the Hill money, winner of the tournament, winner with Lunker. Okay, let's just say winner. We can do that. Took home pretty close to $1,500 a day.
That's somewhere around there. Yeah.
Real close.
We're not really good at math. Honestly.
Pretty good catch of fish, though. Come in from, what, 4th, 5th place?
We were in 4th, and on our first tournament, well, I don't really want to say, but we caught too many fish out of the live well.
I remember that.
And we only got to weigh 3. And then the last one we fished, we finished 3rd place, or 4th place. My dad beat us by a 10th of an
Yeah, I
ounce.
know. I remember that.
So we were real close in that.
And y'all, I think y'all were like in 4th or 6th place. 6th place, I believe, coming in with the total. Gained a bunch with 10.
10:30 something, or
10:44, I believe. 10:44. Had a good 3:31 lunker, I believe.
Yep.
That, and you know that. Yeah, it did. That put y'all way up there where you needed to be. You come in. Y'all had a great time. I had enjoyed fishing.
We appreciate your tournament.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we love this tournament.
Yeah, we look forward to it every year.
That's great. I appreciate that, and I'd like to be glad to see y'all.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
See you. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right, folks. There you have it. John, I want to, I got to watch it the first time myself. So John done an excellent job of getting it filmed and that kind of thing. And John, it's on you. Tell us about the tournament.
It's a series of 3 that the Bass Club puts out every year on Melton Hill. And if you fish with all 3 tournaments with the same partner, then we collect 10% of the money and hold it back, and the team that has the highest weight total in all 3 tournaments win what we call King's Cash, or King of the Hill money, or King of the Hill. And it was an awfully tight race. They were going in with 16 pounds. They had 4 different teams with 16 pounds or more, and the winners actually were about a pound and a half down from that. But the 2 young boys, and you know, you just can't say enough about seeing young people fishing and, you know, doing things that are better than some of the other people are doing.
I agree.
And it just makes your heart feel good.
Yeah.
And they came in with 10:44, and they had struggled during the tournament. They had 5:26 first tournament, 8:07 the second tournament. Must have found them the third tournament. They had the win. They had Lunker. They had King of the Hill money. And they walked away with a little bit of cash in their pocket. Now the other two young boys that won the fishing reel and rod, they were both in high school. One of them was Winchester's boy.
Well, yeah,
I
Scott
think
Winchester.
Yeah, I think his boy's named Brian.
I think you're right.
And then the other boy was one of our club members, Garrett Zodi. His dad is Bill Zodi.
Yeah, Bill Zodi. I know Bill.
And they had 436 on the second tournament as a lunker. We took everyone that had a lunker or a 4-pound fish bigger, which we had 3 lunkers, and that was it.
Yeah.
A 4-pound fish apparently a little hard to come by.
Yeah.
And we raffled off the fishing rod and reel to them. Want to thank Jimmy for that. It was a real nice Akuma outfit, bait casting 6.6 outfit. Of course, now I had names that fish Mountain Hill all the time: Sam Overton, Brian Hazel, Mike West, John Henley, Preisel and Dunn, Biddle and Taylor, Eubanks and King. All these boys fish us just about every year. Higginbotham and Yexley. And I think they won last year.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's who, when I came over and filmed, I think that's who it was.
Scott Stockstill and Jason Jones, they fish with us every year. It's become a very good tournament.
Yeah.
And we had, on the average, more than 30 boats per tournament. Didn't have any. It's a great tournament to run because you have great people fishing it.
Right. Yeah. I agree. And and John, you told me you had about 85 participants there in that.
Yes.
In the 3 tournaments. You know, heck, what can you say, folks? It's Milton Hill. If you can win anything on Milton Hill, I think you've done really well because it is a tough lake. And John, tell me why you think Milton Hill is as tough sometimes as it is.
It's a river system. We all know that. And it's real bad to be open on both ends at times. Fish get really used to that. You shut both ends off, they really don't like that.
Yeah.
And you don't have any current in that lake since it is a river system. It becomes very difficult. And there is a lot of small fish in Milton Hill.
Right. Yeah.
Water temperature, first tournament, we could come out at Carbide Clark's Center. It was 82 degrees this way. It was 65 degrees that way. And I mean, when you made the left turn coming out, you hit 65-degree water.
There you go. I mean, it's just so much change over there. You know, fish like a comfort zone. And it's hard to stay comfortable when it's 65 here and 82 over here.
It was a mirror. I would have never thought that till I seen it my own self.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. And that lake it is a river system. They're current based.
Yeah. And really and truly, you know, when you get up towards the Clinton in Milton Hill, it gets shallower, and there's really, you know, it's not a whole lot of lake there. So it don't take long to change that water, does it?
Like pulling fish out of an icebox.
I heard that. But boy, you know, those names on that list are some good fishermen, a lot of them, and you know, they fish Milton Hill a lot.
Yes, they do.
And you know, I've seen them over there a lot. You know, filming the weigh-ins and on Monday nights and on Tuesday nights and so on and so forth, and then on the weekends. So in the last 2 or 3 years, so they're pretty tough. You know,
they're hard to beat.
Hard to beat. Exactly
but
right.
They can be beat.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what they say. You've always got to. It's like I told the viewers last week. We got some of the best fishermen in the world right here in this area, and it don't matter what lake you go to. There's a certain group. You know, it may be 5, 15, or 25, or 100, but there's a group that you got to beat. If you're a stranger on that body of water, you got to beat them what we call local guys, and that's the ones that live there close, and that's their home lake, and they're good fishermen, and they know it. And so when you beat them, you've done good. And that's the way it is over at Milton Hill. All them guys on that list is hard to beat over there. Most of the time, they're in the money.
They're true fishermen.
And they're true fishermen. They stay at it, and they know what's going on. And that's the thing. But, you know, fishing's like gambling, man. That hot streak can go away just like that.
Rather be lucky is good?
I guess so. But, John, you know, it was good to see all those guys. I don't get a chance to get over there much. I don't fish Milton Hill much, and I really need to be. And Milton Hill's going to get better. That grass is coming up. It's, you know, I remember back in the day when I was still in high school, even in elementary school, we were over there 3 or 4 nights a week. And me and Mike and my dad and my mom, and we'd be paddling the boat around there in Jackass Cove, you know, and while they fished. And, man, you didn't have to venture much out of that cove. If you covered all of it in the evening, you've done a lot of paddling, didn't you, Mike? So, but we caught a lot of fish, and you know, and the grass was killed out or left, and just, you know, but hopefully it's going to come back.
Oh, it is back.
Yeah, that's
It's back. There's some good mats on that lake.
Yeah.
There's some good hydrilla on that lake, and it's just going to get thicker.
I agree. And well, heck, was it this past winter you guys had such good weights over there, and some of the Heartland tournaments and stuff. Several 20, 25-pound bags, best I remember.
That is a really good lake in the winter time.
Yeah.
It's a good smallmouth lake.
Yes, sir. So, hey, buddy, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. You just got to figure it out. That's the thing about it. And congratulations to all your participants. This is from me and the Let's Go Fishing Show. Congratulations to every one of those guys, especially the winners. Those 2 young men that won that thing. We're tickled to death and proud of them, you know.
I couldn't find nicer people.
No. And it just goes back to what I told everybody the other week, you know, hey, man, these are my top-notch fishermen in this area. So, and they're young guys, you know. And some of these older guys, it's hard to beat them too. So we have some good fishermen in this area, John. We really do. I'm going to make a couple of announcements here and get this out of the way. Let's see. Is there anything else, John, you can think of you want to tell us about the tournament before I do that?
Well, now we have the state tournament coming up at the end of this month.
Okay, good deal.
TBF state tournament.
Yeah.
It'll be going out at the canal on Loudon Tellico. It'll be the last Friday and Saturday of the month, and it's a club-based tournament. It's you have to belong to a TBF club to fish the tournament and already been signed up to do it by now. But it'll be a pretty good-sized tournament, and if anybody want to come see the weigh-in on the 2 days of it, there ought to be some really good fish caught during that tournament. There's some fine fishermen in the area clubs.
Yeah.
Fine fishermen in the area clubs.
Yep. Speaking of that, you young folks, if you're, you know, wanting to get into fishing, or you hadn't been in, or you want to get in competitive fishing, man, you need to go over here Monday night.
The first Monday of the month, that's not on a holiday, we meet at Shoney's on Illinois Avenue.
Right.
We're basically a team-based club, but you know, if you fish by yourself, that's fine too.
Mm-hmm.
FLW affiliated, you belong to the FLW automatically when you join,
Mm-hmm.
and you will get to fish. They'll send you a roster out, and you can sign up and fish any of the tournaments that you can afford to fish.
Right.
But it signs you up in an FLW area that allows you to fish those tournaments. It doesn't pay your way into them, but it allows you to fish those tournaments.
Okay, that sounds good. And you all have 2 tournaments this month, not counting the Federation?
No, we have one this month. We fish on Loudon this coming weekend as a club.
All right.
And then we fish, I want to say Cherokee after that, and Douglas, and then we fish our Classic in October, November.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
Those are all club-based tournaments.
Okey-doke. Good deal.
This is the only open tournament we do.
The King of the Hill.
Yeah, it's our Wildcat Open tournament.
Okay, all right. And I've got your club schedule right here somewhere if I can find it. I had something else I wanted to ask you about that. Now, John, what about this state federation thing? You all fish. Your top finishers in the club fish the state federation. Is that how's that
We are
work?
a point-based club, and what we do is we fish every year, during the year at each one of our tournaments. You will accumulate points for fishing the tournament. You'll accumulate points for bass caught, excuse me, and you will accumulate points for meetings or functions, such as the King of the Hill is a function.
Okay.
Then at the end of the year, the top 6, 3 boaters and 3 non-boaters, will be paid into the state tournament for the TBS state tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $500 entry. It comes out of the treasury for the club, and then we divide the monies that are left amongst the fishing members to help them pay their way through on the fishing tournament. This year, we're fishing near home. But now sometimes, like last year, we fished at Nickajack, which is some lake down south that I really don't know what you do with, because I really didn't do well on Nickajack. And a lot of people didn't do well on Nickajack. But now they were nice people and all that, but it's a very difficult lake to fish.
Okay.
It makes grass mats. They're everywhere.
Right.
And they're huge.
Yeah. Got a lot of grass in it.
You could say that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you've been on Nickajack or not.
Well, I hadn't been on it, but I threatened to put the boat in there a time or two. Mike always kept driving, wanted to go to Gunnersville, so we wound up in Gunnersville, and me wanting to fish Nickajack. I said, why are we going to drive that extra 100 miles, Mike, when we could fish right here, same stuff. But anyway, we always bypassed it. But I'll tell you what I do like. I like fishing right below Nickajack Dam.
Yeah. That's where most of the fish were caught.
Yeah. There's a stretch there about 10 miles. It ain't nothing but good. And so there's nothing wrong with that. Well, that's what I wanted to bring out, what you guys had to offer at the club. I wanted to let these younger people know, or if somebody wanting to get into competitive fishing, get over at your all's meeting and get joined up.
Oh, I'd love to have more people in the club. It's a really good club for family men. It gives you a time to fish.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it doesn't seem important, but there's always something to do.
Yeah.
Plus, it's really just a bunch of really good guys.
Yeah. All right. I've met several of them. I think you guys got a good club over, I really do, without a doubt. All right, John, let me get back to some of these announcements, and then I'll get back with you here in a minute. First thing, folks, is the East Tennessee Sportsman Association meeting will be next Tuesday night down at the Roan Street Grill in Harriman. Best food in the county, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they know how to do it. That's all I can say, folks. That good country cooking, and they got a steak that's just killer. So remember the meeting. It's East Tennessee Sportsman's there. Be meeting next Tuesday night, 7 o'clock at the Roan Street Grill there in Harriman. And we had a great meeting last month. Mike Jolly from Region 3, biologist, was down there, and he went over some good things, and I think I passed most of those along to you. But do attend the meeting. We need to get this thing. We're gaining members, but we need to get it on, get some more members coming, and everybody passing the word. We had a few hunters show up at the last meeting, coon hunters, deer hunters, bird hunters, whatever. We'd love to have you. It's a sportsman's meeting, and we'd like to have you if you're a sportsman of any kind, and if you're just a boater that's got some things you'd like to see done, get down there and attend the meeting, bring it up so these guys can get it to the people that makes things happen. Also, they got some shirts for sale and that kind of thing, short sleeve and long sleeve. So try to attend the meeting. The next thing I wanted to mention right quick is this Norwood Boys and Girls Club. friend of mine fishes, and he asked me to mention this. They're trying to raise money, and there's the flyer. Like to help support the Norwood Boys and Girls Club while advertising for your business. They're offering professional banners made with your business name, address, phone number, etc., to hang on our football fence and be maintained for 1 year. A 2.5 by 4 is $100, and a 3 by 5 is $200. And you can see the phone numbers down there to contact Bonnie Ivy and that thing. So write that phone number down if you're interested in that. They'd greatly appreciate the donation, and you get some good advertisement there on the fence there at the ball field. So I told them I'd mention that for a couple of weeks and try to help them out on that thing. I guess the next thing is the birthday cake, Herschel. John, I tried to keep it a secret, but not only was it my sister's birthday today, it's also my birthday. I'm not telling you how old I am, Herschel. I'm a lot older than I look, I believe. But anyway, her and I have the same birthday. We're 10 years apart. And the lady that made that birthday cake for me, my wife wanted to make sure I let everybody know, is Karen's Custom Cakes. Kara A. Anderson. I said Karen. It's Kara. It's Custom Cakes. And her number is 865-206-0742. And she specializes in, John, I wished I had a picture of that card, but she does some really nice things with these cakes, and the cake was delicious, by the way. But she put a fish up on top of it for me, and I had a surprise. I told my wife not to worry about any cakes or anything, but her and my daughters got together and figured they'd surprise me, and it was. But there's that. There's the cake and all that stuff. So we're moving right along.
Looks like to me she makes artistic stuff.
Artistic stuff, John, and without a doubt. So Kara A. Anderson, and that number is 206, which is 865-0742. And she's made castle cakes here for kids and sparkly cakes for kids, and even got some cakes made here. Looks like some of the animals on TV.
At the minion.
A minion, okay.
Yep, she made a minion, and it is a cool-looking minion.
Okay, she does a heck of a job, is all I can say. I was really impressed with the cake there she sent for me. So there you go, Carol. We've got you mentioned on the show, and want to thank you for making the cake for me there for sure. Next thing, picture of Harrison Hines. There's a guy I got in the picture for the photo of the month, and that's something I hadn't mentioned in a while. So if you've got some photos of some fish you've been catching, send them to the website, and I'll give them to Herschel, and he can put them on the screen here, and we'll try to get you a shirt for the winner of the month. And I want to thank Harrison for that. Nice little bass, and he's fishing a lot from the bank, folks. I'm telling you, he goes down about every evening, gets out of school. Right above his house there on Loudon. Fishes from the bank, John, till dark.
Didn't we all do that when we were boys?
Yeah, sure did.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, the only bad thing, Mike always wanted to leave his shoes down there, and then Dad would have to whip him and go down there and get them. So didn't want to get his boots wet out there in the water, so he'd pull them off, and then he'd come home without them, and he'd get in trouble. So anyway, yeah, that happened. But we all did that, John. Anywhere there was water running, we'd be fishing. Crawdads for bait, worms for bait, grasshoppers, baby wasp. Knock a wasp nest down, get the larva if you didn't get stung too bad. We've done it all, I guess, for sure. Let's see. Get to the tournament schedule right quick. Herschel, how much time we got? 15 minutes? Okay. Yeah, the phones is on. We just hadn't had any callers. And I hope they start calling in here just any minute, Mike. I wanted to ask John a bunch of questions about Milton Hill. We got the tournament very few tournaments left, folks, and as far as competitive tournaments now, you know, there's still a few, but there's some benefit tournaments coming up. Volunteer Bass Trail, James Knuckles Phoenix Trail. James's next tournament, like I said last week, is November the 14th on Chickamauga. But now I've been told, and I'll verify this before next show, that they're going to have a tournament in October down at Rockwood there at Tom Fuller Park for some kind of benefit. And the guy told me what it was, but I didn't write it down and I forgot it. But I will try to find that out, and I think maybe James might be involved in kind of weighing the fish and that kind of thing in that tournament. But his next Tennessee Volunteer Bass Trail is November the 14th on Chickamauga. And that's the two divisional thing, the white level or the orange level, and different, money paid in and that kind of thing. Entry fee on one's $200 and on the other's $100. So the more you invest, the more you win. And if you win, so don't forget that. And John, you guys got a tournament this coming weekend?
Yeah, we got one up going out at the
Fort Loudon?
canal.
At the canal?
At the canal.
Okay.
That's a club tournament only, and then we'll have one on Cherokee and then one on Douglas next month.
Right.
And then we do our classic, which is drawn the night before.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, heck, John, dang, you're not going to give me any time to practice, are you?
You get all the practice you want. Yeah, we draw the night before, and we meet at the lake the next morning. That's our classic.
Oh, shoot, man, that's, yeah. I've been in a few of those, too. Put 4 and 5 names in a hat and pull them up there, and somebody draw one out, and everybody's headed that way.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I got you. All right. Well, that took care of them two. And then the Heartland Classic, the only thing that's left, folks, and it's on Chickamauga, October 16th and 17th, and that'll be next week. No, it's October, excuse me. I'm still in September. Dang, Herschel. Don't let that reflect on how old I am, Herschel. Yeah. That's what I think, too. Oh, yeah. So October 16th and 17th, so you've got about 4 weeks away, and there'll be a bunch of boats in that, John.
Does that go out at Dayton?
It goes out of Dayton, sure does. Right there out of the Dayton Boat Dock. Man, I tell you what, they do a good thing down there directing traffic and what have you, but there's a lot of boats. You take 400 boats in one place at one time, that's a bunch.
That's a bunch for that little old creek channel.
You ain't a kid. Yeah, you have to.
Richland gets full.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of idling to get out there every morning. Sure do. Let's see. Herschel, you going to show us a commercial so I can get a drink of water? All right, 10-4. We'll come back and watch these commercials, and we'll come back and have a close out here with John and get on to next week. All right. John.
So don't forget that. And your specialty tires, your ATVs, lawn tractors, skid steers, they've got about, there ain't no doubt about it. He's got any kind of tires you're looking for, and if they don't have it, they can get it for you, I guarantee you. But they've got a bunch of different tires here in stock, and make sure you think of them if you need some tires. Folks, showing you just a few more of these tires. I'm telling you, there is a warehouse full of tires here. Also, right here, we got these trailer tires, And out of that 100 that he ordered, I don't see very many left. I was told he was going to get some more. So if you're still needing those trailer tires, utility boat trailer tires, folks, out here be a good chance you get a good price on them, and they're nice tires. So remember Tim's Tire, and if you're needing tires of any kind or any size, give them a shout. Thank you.
Hey folks, I'm here at the Rome Street Grill in Harriman. We're going to go inside and talk to some of the workers in there and let them, the manager, let them tell us what's on the menu. Hello folks, I'm here at Rome Street Grill in Harriman, and I've got Sam here, one of the servers here, and she's going to tell us what they got to offer you as far as food goes. Sam, go ahead.
Well, we offer a lot of home cooking. We have a daily special every day, Monday through Friday. On Saturdays and Sundays, we do a buffet. Saturday, we have fried catfish, all you can eat. It's $11.99, and on Sundays, we do a full buffet. Fried chicken, 3 main meats, 10 to 12 vegetables, salad bar. It also has dessert. Every day, we have something special. We also offer prime rib on Fridays. We have fried oysters most days of the week. They're fresh. We have some daily specials outside of, well, every day we have a special, but we also have other specials, like you'll see them on our boards here today. We do chicken livers. We sell a lot of chicken livers or gizzards. We have homemade desserts. Generally there's 5, 6, sometimes 11 desserts.
Oh, man. Hey folks, what can you say about a menu like that? Rome Street Grill. Come down and visit with them. Remember the Let's Go Fishing show. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
All right.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Okay, John, I got a little bit of water, and we got to show some of the sponsors there, and anything you got to add about the last thing, the tournament, or anything of that nature? We're running out of time.
No, I really enjoyed being here. I've enjoyed speaking to you about fishing, and I've enjoyed you looking over the King of the Hill tournament for the club. I've had a really dandy time.
Well, John, I've had a good time with you. Glad you finally got you over here. A couple of times I've invited you, and you've always had, "Dadgummit, I got to do this and do that." I said, "Okay, whenever you get a free minute." But I kind of saddled John with that filming chore, and he done a great job, and I really appreciate you doing that, John, because I did want to get some of those guys on the film that I don't get a chance to get a lot. Because they are local guys. They a lot of them right in this area right here, Anderson, Roane County, that fish Milton Hill a lot, and I was just tickled to death to get them in here.
I was tickled to death to let you see them because they are fine people.
Good people. Don't doubt that a bit. All right, we'll see who this caller is. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello. Just calling to tell you happy birthday and many, many more.
I swear. Can you not keep a secret?
No.
You've convinced me of that. Thank you, hon.
Oh, but I can tell everybody how old you are.
No, that's good enough. You've done said enough. Thank you anyway for telling me happy birthday. We'll just keep the age thing out of it, okay?
Okay.
All right, I appreciate that.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Lordy. I believe that was my wife, Sherry, trying to make me look old, act older than I am, John. Anyway, folks, John, I thank you for that and what you've done for me, and we'll just stay after this thing and see if we can get bigger and better next year.
I agree with you.
You know, that's, I mean, what do you do? Go around and get people to don't, just like I do sponsors, you get people to put up things like Jim over there, the fishing rod and reel, and a lot of people money, or you guys kind of save back money out of your club?
We, I do stop and talk to people that have showed interest in it, and try to bring them into a sponsorship. Of course, I work for Varner, so I ask him.
Yeah.
And he's courteously,
yeah,
does it. He sponsors a lot of people.
He does.
And a friend of mine, our president, talked to Mike out there at Pure Poison, and he sponsored us. So you get few sponsors. We meet a lot of people at the fishing show that coming up in January.
Right.
And we try to get them interested in the club, and we raffle off a fishing reel, and I stand out there and make a fool out of myself and try to get them to buy a ticket or two, and it's a lot of fun. And we do a casting competition for the children.
Right.
We do that, and we're supposed to do that again this year. And like I say, try to meet people and give them an idea. Fishing clubs are great things. They're springboard for a lot of people. If you probably check, like Brad Knight and all of them, they probably always were in a club sometime in their life.
Yeah. Well, it's sharing ideals and methods of fishing and stuff that that you probably wouldn't get a chance to know about, or you ain't got the time to try everything, and this guy's already done it. So it's a good thing. Yeah, it really is, John. Speaking of Brad Knight, folks, I guess the 24th of September, Brad's going to be over here on the show with me. Looking forward to that. And next week, I'll have Mike Cox and probably Bill Nichols with me. I'm looking forward to that. And right now, the first week of October is open. So, John, you got any good recommendations, call me and let me know. And I'll set someone up. But anyway, do want to mention that Brad will be over here next week with me, or the week of the 24th. And Mike and I better get busy and get some fishing film, John, since we've done eat up everything. I was holding yours in reserve, but it's done gone now.
I'll tell you something, getting Brad Knight in here, I don't think you need a whole lot of fishing things.
I'm not planning on having any film that week, but next week we got to have some.
You couldn't ask for, a young man that's went up, like a rocket.
Oh, he has. He's definitely, that just goes to show you what kind of competition they are around here. But I do, wanted to mention that so that everybody want to be in. And I told Brad that we were all very proud of him and wanted him to tell the story, over here locally and that kind of thing. So he's going to come over the 24th. And Mike, me and you better get busy this week and catch some fish and get it on film. I delete. Yeah, I was right quick. I'll tell the story. We were headed to Dale Holler a couple of weeks ago, and I had the camera up in the cab of the truck, and I was going down through there deleting what we'd already showed. And next thing I know, boop, it was all gone.
Just like the ones at Nixon's, wasn't it? Yeah. We had about 2 shows worth of film there that I was going to save. I wanted to take some of that info off that card so we could film 2 or 3 nights on Dale Hollow, and well, I done it. I done it all right. I emptied the whole thing, so we lost all of our film. But anyway, that kind of thing happens, especially with me. So, Mike, we better get busy, folks. Like I said, it's been a pleasure having John here, and I hope you guys that fished over there at Milton Hill in the King of the Hill Classic or series over there got to watch the show tonight. See yourself on TV. And if them guys want to come over one night, John, get them set up. Tell them to call me, and we'll try to set them up a date. If they want to come over and be on the show, we'll be glad to have them. I'll stop and talk to a few of them.
Okay, that'd be great. Folks, God bless you. Hope to see you next week, and do be careful.